Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel. And today we're going to be going into a brand new product from Gearwrench. And if you've been watching my channel, about a year ago you might have seen my video on the Gearwrench Bolt Biter rusted and rounded fastener remover sockets. These things are a game changer. I've probably only used these about 5 times in the last year, which is actually a good thing. I mean, I don't want to deal with rounded and rusted fasteners any more than I have to. But when you do, these things are a game changer. They save you a lot of time and a lot of headache. So when I do come across them now, I'm not as worried as I was before, especially with these, because they have a lot of features that your normal or standard rounded or rusted fastener remover sockets have. These things have a lot of nice features, and we'll get into that. But today we're going into a brand new product, an addition to the Bolt Biter lineup, and that is going to be the 10-piece. They also have this in a 5-piece, and you can also get it in individual sockets as well. These are deep well sockets, and they come in larger sizes. So they've now expanded their sizes, and from shallow sockets to deep well sockets. So you're going to have a variety of different available sockets for different scenarios or different circumstances you might come across, which is really, really handy. This product is going to be part number 86071, the 10-piece set, and I'll bring you in for a close-up, and then we will also be doing a demonstration. A couple of the features that these sockets have over some of the other sockets are their multi-function as far as how you can use them. So you're gonna come across a lot of different situations where you might be in tight spaces, you might have a lot of room, you might be very limited. So the great thing about these, at the base, it is not just the standard drive, and you have a hex. So you can use this not only with a ratchet, you can also use it with an impact. They are chromoly with a black oxide coating to prevent rust and corrosion. So you can use it with an impact, a ratchet, a wrench, or pliers. So if you're in super tight spot, these will work great still. So that is a nice feature. Another great thing for these deep wells, you're going to be able to access fasteners that are maybe on a stud, or really good for lug nuts if you have lug nuts that are rusted or damaged. So it's going to be good for that, especially when you're dealing with rims with a little bit deeper lug nut hole. These are supposed to have 10 times the life as far as impact use, so they are heavy duty. It's supposed to have 5 times more biting force. And another fantastic thing about these is they come with a lifetime warranty. So it's not very often that you get a consumable or an item that is more highly likely to be damaged during use, and it's very rare to get a lifetime warranty, such as drill bits, taps and dies, fastener removers, anything like that. Usually you don't get a lifetime warranty or anything like that with those style of tools. So you are going to get it in this really nice blow molded case with metal hinges, and then inside you will have your sockets. They are dual use for both metric and SAE use, so that's really nice. Another addition to these sockets is the fact that they not only work with both metric and SAE, but let's say you have a 19mm fastener and it has been rounded off so much that your 19mm fastener remover no longer bites into it. They have minus sizes. So let's say it's rounded off so much it's too small for a 19mm extraction tool, but it's still too large for an 18. They have a 19 minus, which falls in between, so you get a nice good bite on that fastener. Another thing I want to mention is the fact that these sockets, I'll bring you in for a close-up, but these sockets have a design that are bi-directional, so they not only work for removing, but let's say you're in an emergency and you don't have another fastener to replace that rounded fastener, you can reinstall it. If you're in an emergency and you have to get that thing reassembled, you can reinstall it. So that means it's not only good for right-handed thread, but also left-handed thread. So that's really good as well. So let's get in and take a closer look at this socket set. So here we're going to take a look at some of the tools that you can use with it. Obviously an impact, I don't have my impact over here right now, but you can use this with an impact. So here's just kind of a close-up look at the deep well socket. And its teeth. This new set is a 1/2 inch drive. All previous ones, such as this, were 1/4 inch and 3/8, so now they are available in a 1/2 inch, and that's where you get your larger sizes from. So you can use it with a ratchet, but let's say you're in an area where a impact won't fit or a ratchet can't fit behind it. The great thing about these is you can use other tools on them, such as a wrench, an adjustable wrench, pliers. Now this is just a set of pliers that I prefer to use when doing something like this, but these Knipex are perfect for this scenario. And now you don't have any extra material or tool back here, and you can get into those tighter spots. Now this is the Gearwrench bolt extractor, and it also has that feature. Not all extractors will have this feature on the back, so this is really nice. You can use an impact on this, but I don't believe its life is going to be quite as long as this, which is made more specifically for impact use, so that is nice. Another feature it doesn't have is the ability to work in both directions. Here you can see the difference in teeth, where this can grab from both sides or both directions, where this only works in backing out a fastener. This is the set I previously did a review on. It's an 8-piece set, and here's the information on it. Moving on to the new deep well set, here's the box that you're going to have. I'll throw up a picture so it's a little bit easier to read this. There's the part number, 1/2 inch drive, and this is going to be tested, designed, and engineered in the USA, but made in China, so just keep that in mind. Here is a quick look at some of the other sets available in shallow. So I already showed you the blow molded case. It's a really nice blow molded case, and I do like the fact that it has the metal hinges. This feels to be good quality, so if you wanted to keep it in this box, it is nice for organization, and it feels very durable. Next up, it will show everything that is included. It's all labeled on the blow molded case, and you have 19 minus, 19, 21 minus, 21, 22 minus, 22, 24 minus, 24, 25 minus, and 25. Also ranging from 3/4 to 1 inch. So a nice variety here, and just so you can kind of see a close-up look again, the black oxide coating to prevent rust and corrosion. You have that gold stripe on there. Laser etching of the gear wrench and size of the socket. It does have a tapered entry, so it allows you to get the socket on the fastener a little bit easier, and then you can bite onto it. As of right now, 25 is the largest you can get, and I want to say 7 or 1/4 inch is the smallest. I'm not 100% sure on the smallest one. I believe that's it, but this is the largest one as of the bolt biter right now. We'll see if they advance the sizes anymore after this, but this is a good variety of sockets. Now let's get into actually putting these to the test. If there's any questions that you have on any information I might have forgot, please drop a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer it for you. Here we have the test block. Over here we have a 19 millimeter rounded off. This is a 19 millimeter that's rounded off so much that it is a minus, so a 19 millimeter won't bite into this. A 19 millimeter minus will bite into it just fine. I'll show you in just 1 second. This is a 10 millimeter and a 10 millimeter minus. This is an 18 millimeter socket, and it's not going to fit the 19 or the 19 minus, so even though this one's rounded off so much that it's no longer a 19, and 18 will not fit it. The 19, well, you guys can read that, is going to spin on the 19 minus, and then on the 19 it will fit, and it does start to bite, but then it slips. The 19 or 3/4 in both shallow and deep. So in this, the 19, it has that tapered entry, so it slides on pretty easy, no issues, and bites right in. This is the 1/2" drive. So we could either use something like this up top and turn the fastener out, and it really bites into it. Let's see if I can lift it up a little bit so you can see it actually turning. And then obviously you can use your wrench or ratchet or impact. That is loosening, and then tightening, it works as well. And then if we were to go to use this on the 19 minus, we're not getting a real good bite. It's really loose on there. So then we could also use the 19 minus. And here I'm using the new 90-tooth Gearwrench compact head ratchet. Really nice little ratchet, and it bites in really well. And then for the 10s, we have a 10 here, and the 10 will not bite into the 10 minus. So here we can tighten or loosen the fastener for the 10 minus. So these things work very well, extremely handy to have. I mean, you don't want to use them, but when you do come across that situation, it is always really nice to have them. So here we have a Allen head round fastener and a 12-point fastener. I have here the 10, and it bites right into the 12-point fastener. Now keep in mind, this might not work on every scenario, but it does work on 12-point fasteners, depending on the size. That you'll have to figure out what size fits your 12-point fastener the best. And then it also works on some round fasteners. Now this is going to be the one that really varies, because normally these are for something with some sort of edge, but in some cases you are able to, or you can't really see it, but it is turning the fastener. I do have lock washers and everything on the inside. You can see we broke this one loose, the 12-point fastener, but everything else is locked down, so you can just see the rotation. But other than that, the other great thing about these deep well sockets is the fact that if you come across something like this, let's say it's a fastener on a short stud or anything like that, where a shallow socket would not be able to reach the actual fastener, the deep wells are going to be very handy in being able to access those fasteners and bite into them. And then the one thing that these are going to be really good for is if you ever come across the situation of a damaged or rusted or dinged up lug nut. So if you ever have any wheels with a deep lug hole and you have a damaged lug nut, you can always use one of these to remove and install if necessary in an emergency. These can remove and install damaged lug nuts. So that is really nice. That's something that you probably wouldn't be able to do with most shallow sockets. So this is a really nice touch, nice addition to the Gearwrench lineup, especially for the bolt biters and fastener removers. So if you guys are interested, these products will be linked down in the description for you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If there's any information that I forgot to give you guys on this tool set, please drop a comment down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave your thoughts down below, or if you've used the bolt biter or another brand. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. See you guys next time.